So this is corporate social responsibility (CSR) of Airbnb, an analysis of Airbnb's social, environmental, and ethical initiatives. The module is LD6061 BLZ01 Responsible Strategy. My name is Delvar Hussain OP. So this slide is all about the introduction of Airbnb, which was founded in 2008. It's a very well-known hospitality industry, and it operates in, as you can see on the slides, more than 220 countries, which includes first world countries like UK, USA, Australia, Canada, and most of the European country includes Germany, France, whatnot. So, which means it's a very big company. Probably one of is number one uh, in the hospitality and accommodation industry. And let me talk about how it's work, how it becomes one of the biggest in this industry. So the it's basically a platform which connects host and guest. So you can they have their own app, so you can go on the app, and when you search in nearby area, you can find a room in the host house, and you can stay there for 1 or 2 days, or even more than 1 month, or just one day. So it depends on the host, how he or she prefer to rent his or her room. So, major disruption in the hospitality industry, which means they disrupt the industry. Before Airbnb, no one's have the idea that you can literally rent your room on the app, and it's so easy and so fast. So they basically introduced something new in 2028, which disrupt the whole industry. And CSR increasing, they are, so because they are very big company, their CSR is so important. CSR means corporate social responsibility on environment and sustainability, which I will talk about on the further slides. So CSR is in Airbnb operation and regulation compliance. Um, so short-term rental regulation, tax compliance and local laws, host accountability and safety standards, community relation and housing impacts. So these are the impacts that has been done by Airbnb. So let me specify the CSR examples. Community fund. Um, so Airbnb has funded 100 million. So they're pledged to fund 100 million to support local non-profits in areas affected by tourism. Um, Another point is emergency hospital housing programs active during COVID-19 and natural disaster to settle first responders. The last point is sustainability tool hosting encouraged to adopt green practice. Airbnb track carbon footprint. So basically these are the things, like, as Airbnb pledged, that means they promised to give 100 million pounds to the affected areas because of mass tourism, and uh, the community is hampered. They lost their own culture, lost the road is damaged because of mass tourism and mass population. Also during COVID, we can see that there is a natural disaster to settle fast responders by Airbnb. So, so Airbnb is struggling to manage the CSR. As you can see on the slide, regularity conflict, which means cities like New York and Amsterdam have imposed strict limitation on short-term rentals because of the chaos they made uh, um, because of the short-term lenders. They just stay for 1 2 days and then they just move. So then they have no boundaries, they have no liability on the area, so they do some some irresponsible things which hampers the locals. So this is why it's restricted now. And then cities housing shortage and community disruption, as I said earlier, because of the short-term land, tourists just mix up with the locals and they disrupt the community. Airbnb has faced fines 576 million in Italy and 30 millions in Australia for non-compliance. Uh, Again, the same thing. Which Airbnb's path to success, path to socially responsible, ethically and sustainability. Ethical governance in transparency build trust through integrate and accountability. Launch social partnership, photograph, support affordable housing initiative, create a community impact, publish an annual ethicals and impact, uh, ensure Airbnb contributes positively to local community, launch local response partnership programs, support affordable housing initiative, creating responsible housing, and so on, encourage responsible hosting, reducing digital footprint, diverse, ethical, and inclusive DIE, foster a culture or belongings according the platform, set major DIE goals, explained anti-bias training, support minority-owned listing, create inclusive design standard, celebrate culture heritage, employee engagement and ethical culture, offer paid volunteer time, create internal sustainable champions, include ethical and sustainable in performance revenues, host regularity town hall and social impact and ethical determinations.